Hey guys, this is a video about Machu Picchu trip, and this is gonna be like a whole instruction how to get there, how much I paid, what the itinerary choose. There is two ways how to get to Machu Picchu. You can get a private tour, it's gonna cost you around $500, or you can do it manually with your hands and just plan your itinerary by yourself. So that was my choice, and I just decided to do it by myself. So for the first thing you have to do is just to buy a ticket to Machu Picchu. And you have to do this really, really upfront. I did it in March for the May trip, and this was the earliest date I could get this ticket. So do it really, really ahead of your date of planning, and probably 2-3 months ahead is a better choice to choose this ticket. So when I did this, after that, I booked my train ticket, and you can basically have just two options. It's Inca Trail Company or Peru Trail or Peru Rail Company. Those two companies can get you with transportation, and basically they all work on the way. So you have one bus and one train. So first you have to take a bus from Cusco. And since I chose the Inca Trail, I'm here in their office waiting for my bus. They're gonna pick up us in 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna take a train. So let's see how this bus station looks like, and then follow me for the next instruction. So after 1 hour of driving, we made a stop here in this small city for taking pictures, using a restroom, and just walking around for about 10 minutes. And then we're gonna go back to our bus and head to the train station. So we arrived at the train station. The total drive took us around 2 hours and 20 minutes. And now we are waiting to be boarded on our train. The boarding starts in 25 minutes. So here they have a lounge zone, a buffet, coffee shop, restrooms, so you can wait in a waiting room. Also, if you have your luggage with you, they only allow one single piece, so it can be a suitcase, a backpack, or anything else, but only one single piece, and it has to be 8 kilos or less, or otherwise you can storage it here. They have a free storage for your suitcases. Also, the bag has to be no bigger than 118 centimeters, so think about your luggage up front. If you want to leave your suitcase, do it in Cusco in your hotel, or you can do it here for free. So you can see how they follow us to our train, to our coach. This is like a whole parade with dancing, singing. So our train has arrived, and this is a great experience with Inca Trail, with this whole concert and activities and music. Really, really cool. So I'm not super lucky person because I got an aisle seat, and it's in the opposite direction from the train, and well, I couldn't choose the seat, so it is what it is. Hopefully the whole driveway will be super comfy and fast. So I made it here to Aguas Calientes station, and I'm gonna go and try to find tickets to the bus, because tomorrow I'll need to take a bus to go to the Machu Picchu Citadel, and it's gonna take me like 30 minutes to go there. Aguas Calientes is essentially a transfer hub between the train station and the road leading up to Machu Picchu. Honestly, it's one of the most touristy towns I have ever seen. People don't come here for the town itself. Its purpose is simple: to host, feed, house, and send travelers onward to the mountain citadel. You can buy a bus ticket to Machu Picchu at this office right here. It costs $12 one way. As I walked toward my hotel, I was surrounded by narrow streets packed with restaurants and souvenir shops, bridges stretching over the roaring Urubamba River, and buses constantly rolling through the heart of the town. Everything here exists for one reason: to serve the endless stream of pilgrims heading to the ancient Incan wonder. For dinner, I went to a restaurant I found through social media recommendations. The place is incredibly authentic, so vibrant and beautifully decorated. It feels more like a museum than a restaurant. The onion soup was rich and absolutely delicious, and this dish right here, the one everyone was talking about online, it's mango chicken, and just look how many extra sides they bring out. It honestly feels like you're dining in a Korean restaurant. Back in the early 900s, when American historian Hiram Bingham introduced Machu Picchu to the world, this is the exact road he took to get there. But at the time, there wasn't even a train station here. It wasn't until the 1930s that the railway was built. And where this town stands today, there was barely anything. Just a small workers' platform, a couple of huts, and that same hot spring. Then, almost overnight, the place started to grow. Hotels, restaurants, little kiosks popping up one after another. Today, about 4,000 people live in Aguas Calientes, and almost everyone here is tied to tourism in some way. So this is a day X. I'm going to Machu Picchu, and I'm so excited. And today I have a ticket for 11 a.m. and in that case I have to take a bus at 10 a.m. 1 hour before. And now it's 9, so I'm getting coffee and breakfast. I found kind of looking nice coffee shop not far away from the bus station, and gonna fill my belly and be ready for the huge adventure today. So I'm here in line waiting for the bus, and seems like it's long, but it's gonna take me probably just 15 minutes because it goes fast. So I came here waiting for my entrance. Yeah, and I just want to tell you about like a circus here, because in Machu Picchu they only have 3 different itineraries you can choose for your walks. Circuit one is a panoramic one, so you can basically walk up to the mountain and see beautiful panoramic scenic view of the whole Machu Picchu. The second circuit is dedicated to the historical side of Machu Picchu, so you can see archaeology side, all this ancient, faucets, all this ancient architecture, the Church of the Sun. So basically, this is the most popular itinerary, and people prefer to go there. Doesn't require any like physical strongness, so you can just walk there on the flat ground. But yeah, it's hard to get tickets there. This is the most popular circuit, so I wasn't so lucky, so I'll do the first circuit. And the last one, the third one's dedicated to like a lowest side of architecture side of our Machu Picchu. So it's basically the lowest level. I don't really know what people do there, so I feel like the most popular are the first and the second circuit. But yeah, we'll see. It's honestly hard to believe that the Inca Empire dates back to the 12th century and that Machu Picchu itself was built around 500 years ago. That's even crazier, it was abandoned for nearly 400 years. After the Spanish conquered the empire, they settled in Cusco, but somehow they never found Machu Picchu. So for centuries, this place was completely untouched, no people, nothing. And then, in 1911, an American explorer, Hiram Bingham, brought it back to the world. And that's why we even get to see this today. And honestly, I don't understand how they did this. It really feels insane. We are so high up, around 3,500 meters, and even after walking here for just 15 minutes, I'm already out of breath. And they carried everything up from below. All of this was built entirely by hand, no cement, no mortar, no clay, just stone placed on stone. But what's even more incredible is that it's still standing. Through earthquakes, harsh weather, everything. The engineer is so precisely, almost like an anti-earthquake system. The stones are fitted in a way that they almost move with the ground, so if the ground shifts, the structure doesn't collapse, it just adjusts. It's honestly genius, like unbelievably advanced thinking. and people didn't actually live here full time. This was more of a sacred site, a place for priests, artists, astronomers, the elite of the Inca world. They came here for rituals, ceremonies, learning. It was a very exclusive, almost spiritual center. They studied the stars, observed the land, and another thing that shocked me, they had agriculture here. Like, we are deep in the mountains, and 500 years ago, they still managed to design irrigation system and grow crops. If you look down there, you can still see the places where they farmed. I honestly don't know how that was even possible. That long ago, at this altitude, they were just brilliant. In some ways, way ahead of their time, and even now, people are still trying to figure out how they did all of this. At the same time, they didn't have a traditional writing system. Instead, they used something called knocked chords, basically a system of notes to send information and messages. And to this day, scientists are still trying to fully decode it because so few of those artifacts survived. So I'm here in the temple of the Machu Picchu, and it's incredibly beautiful land. Unfortunately, there is only one road open right now because the Inca bridge is closed and Sun Temple Road is closed. So I have no idea. I can only walk 40 minutes here, and that's basically all I can see. And it's kind of it's kind of bummed, and I'm kind of sad about this. I wish I could see more, at least hike a little bit longer, but it is what it is, and just enjoy the view from this point. It's still incredibly, incredibly gorgeous. Interestingly, no one checks tickets on their first road, so technically anyone could try to sneak in. But on the second road, there's a staff member checking every single person, making sure everything is in order. So, yeah, no sneaking in for me this time. It's what it is. Still, I am really grateful I got to experience at least the viewpoint. It was absolutely worth it. Thanks for watching this video. Now you have a much better idea of how to navigate Machu Picchu. And I hope you have incredible trips and unforgettable experience of your own. See you guys.